Hey everybody, Jared here, and I'm your Tupperware guy, and today I'm going to be making cornbread. Matter of fact, I make a whole bunch of stuff today, but most of that's going to be on Facebook, and it's going to be live for a party. If you want a party, by the way, just contact me. I'll give you a virtual party. We'll have fun, we'll have prizes, we'll have demos, and more importantly, we'll cook. But today, I want to make cornbread. Now, there's multiple ways that we can make cornbread, and I can go old school, by the way. I grab one of my That's a Bowls, and I could grab my spatula, and I could do it all like this by hand, but no, I'm gonna get fancy. I'm gonna use my whip and mix. That's right, this baby here, that's what I'm gonna do. So, I've got my whip and mix, and it's really easy. The ingredients for the cornbread, I'm using good old-fashioned corn muffin mix. Really straightforward. So I need a third a cup of milk. Now I'm going to use soy milk because, you know, my tummy. And more importantly, look at this. This is my fancy Tupperware measuring cups. And the best part, of course, is that the measurements are actually engraved in there, which means they'll never wipe away like other cheap stuff will. All right, so let me grab my third of a cup of milk. And 1 egg. All right, there's my third of a cup of milk. All right, in there. And of course, the best part of it is I love showing people how I crack an egg because I am terrible at cracking eggs. So I love the fact that I get to crack the eggs off camera. Oh, perfect. It was magnificent. All right, lastly, I'm going to add my corn muffin mix. I love corn muffin mix. This stuff is so easy. Matter of fact, they have all sorts of flavors. Sometimes I make the blueberry mix or the apples and cinnamon. Those aren't corn muffin, though, but it's great. And you can make muffins, and we actually have really cool silicone muffin forms as well. But today we're going to make, cornbread. All right, so let me pour it in there. There it is. All of it goes in there. And I'm going to put the lid on this. Lock it into place, and look at that. Just, oof, it's so great. And it's just round and around. It's ridiculously easy. Look at that. It's already mixed. Look at that. All the way to the bottom. Perfect. Isn't that great? Just round and round. Matter of fact, this thing has 2 gears on it. There's like a slow gear and a high gear if you really want to get it in there and get a nice mix. Then you're like, all right, great. So how are you going to cook it? Well, I'm going to cook it in the microwave. Now, this is really exciting. I love the fact that Tupperware has all these things they can use to cook in the microwave. Now, for years, I had their wonderful stack cooker. Oh, whole new videos are going to do about the stack cooker later. If you're wondering, mine's a couple years older, so mine's a darker blue. It's a lighter blue now. But in addition to that, and I just keep mixing, I don't know why, but what my favorite toy they have is the MicroPro Grill. And this allows you to cook almost anything in the microwave and get it crispy. Now, the cool thing with the MicroPro Grill is that the lid, and this is metal and this is heavy and it's safe to go in the microwave, is that when you put it down this way, it drops. And that's the grill mode. Great for getting things to like get nice and crispy. I'm going to make bacon later with it. But if I go this way with it, then it's in casserole mode. And you'll notice that the lid floats and it vents outward. Now, that's going to be great. But how am I going to make corn muffin? Well, that's where the ring comes in. I've got the silicone ring. And if I drop the silicone ring inside of this, then all I got to do is pour my stuff in there and nuke it for 10 minutes. 8 minutes, actually. Nuke it for 8 minutes, let it wait a few minutes, and the next thing you know, look at that, isn't that great? I love this. Next thing you know, I will have fresh, good, steamy cornbread, and all of this is just yummy. All right, so let me grab I still have to use my Tupperware spatula. Makes me feel good when I'm in the kitchen. I got my Tupperware spatula. All right, and look at that, by the way. It is all perfectly mixed. I'm just going to pour it out into the ring. Don't worry, I'll show you the ring in a second. Pour it out into the ring, and it is just perfect. It's the perfect amount, by the way. The ring is just like, it's almost like it was made for the right size to go in your microwave. And exactly what it is. I try to get every drop of it out. I'm so greedy when it comes to, when I was a kid, I wanted to like leave it all in there so I could lick the bowl, but you're not supposed to because I just showed you there's a raw egg in it, but By the way, if you really are obsessed with eating, like licking the bowl for after you have a cake and you really want to do that, you can buy pasteurized eggs, which actually would be safe to lick the bowl. But look at that. Look at that. It's all in there. Just sitting there nicely. Notice I didn't do anything. I didn't have to grease the pan. This is all non-stick. It's all good to go. Anyways, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put it in casserole mode. Again, casserole mode gives it so that there's the edge and it just floats there. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to stick it in my microwave. And I'm going to cook it for 8 minutes. Just 8 minutes, right? So I'm going to come over here and let's see, come over here. Cook time 8:00 and start. And that's it. I'll see you in 8 minutes when I have, ooh, so yummy good stuff. And literally all I had to use was this, my whip-in mix. Oh, that's so good. All right, see you in a second. You know, they say on watch microwave never cooks, but that's okay. I've not been standing here for the full 8 minutes. I've been like wandering around thinking about all the Tupperware things that I own and all the Tupperware things that I want. And so good, so good. The house starting to smell like cornbread, and that is... Now, don't want you to be fooled, by the way, because when it comes out, you still have to let it cool because you want to make sure that it's nice and cool before you remove it from the ring. Otherwise, it's going to fall apart on you, and you don't want that. But I do want you to see when it comes out. Oh, also, it's going to be really, really hot because it's been steaming there for 8 minutes. So you really, really want to make sure that you don't just kind of grab this by your bare hands. That will burn you. You want to make sure that you're using pot holders. And so I have pot holders just for the occasion. So let me come over here and grab my pot holders and pull this baby out. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that. That is so good. Now, the unveiling. And look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That is magnificent. Now, it is very, very hot. So what I'm going to do is now I just told you it's hot, and it is really hot. I mean, I shouldn't be touching it with bare hands. Pretty good, though. I'm going to come over here, grab my plate. I'm going to flip it over. Voila. Now, this thing is hot. You want to be wearing safety gloves because you don't want to touch the side of this thing or you are going to burn yourself. Oh, no. Part of it came out. Doesn't really matter because it still looks really, really good. So I'm going to flip it upside down so nobody sees that. So now it looks still really good. And nobody knows what it looks like on the bottom. Nobody knows. So there it is. Still in the ring. And we'll wait until it cools off and then I'll pop it out. This is the piece that fell off the bottom. So good. We'll wait to unring it in a second though. All right, so it's been cooling for a few minutes. I kind of tap the ring out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh no, don't break away, don't break away. I can get this, Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. No one notices when it's broken. There you go. Isn't that yummy? I cannot wait to break into that. I'm gonna wait for it to cool a little bit. I'm gonna have it with my breakfast, which I'll be cooking in a little bit. But there you go, from the MicroPro Grill, and again, with the ring. Oh yeah, the silicone ring, which makes baking in this just amazing. Well, that's it. Cornbread in the microwave in 8 minutes. And all I had to do was use all my handy dandy Tupperware stuff. And if you are looking for Tupperware, I'm your guy. I love cooking with Tupperware. I just really do. I'm actually really enthusiastic about it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't use it myself. But anyway, if you're interested in setting up a party virtually, contact me. Be happy to set one up for you. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it, and we make videos, and we cook, and we eat, and there you go. All right, I'm Jared. Also with me is Jeannie, because it's Jared and Jeannie who makes Tupperware, and there you go.